That's not a good start. Hello, namaste. It's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook, and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to share some guidance for Sunday and Monday. That's Sunday the 7th and Monday the 8th of April. I trust I'm coming through loud and clear and that you can hear me and understand my accent. And everything's peachy. So I'm coming to you live now from Tasmania, Australia. It is Sunday the 7th of April here at exactly 6:06 p.m, not a.m. I was nearly going to say a.m. So I trust that people can hear me and that I'm streaming okay. It seems very quiet. So let me know, please, if you can hear me and see me okay. While you do that, I'm going to play the singing bell. Why not? I'm going to play the singing bell for a moment. Hello, Fiona. Yay. I have some viewers. Hi, Tony. Take a nice deep breath. Hi, Nelia. We'll just play this for a moment while people come on over. And take some nice deep breaths. And just let yourself find your center. Settle into your body, into the strength and support of your spine. Okay, I think we're ready to start. Thanks for letting me know, everybody, that you can hear me and see me okay. And I think the stream's probably picking up momentum. So extra special welcome, and thanks for sharing, Rosie. Extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. Your support helps me be able to do my work full time, and I'm very, very grateful. So thank you so much. If you're new to watching, then welcome to you. I trust you enjoy our connection today. What I'm going to be doing is using my combined Speed of Light Oracle cards with my Animal Kingdom Oracle cards. These have been combined to make a 110 card deck. So I'll be using this deck to look for the best card for Sunday the 7th of April, and then the best card for Monday the 8th of April, and then the best card for the theme for Sunday and Monday. I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today, so this is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason, and I trust that something shared will be helpful and supportive for you. So just take on board what feels right, what resonates with you, what makes sense and fits into your life or what you've been thinking about lately. And if it doesn't fit in easily, then just let it go. If there's something a bit confronting or something that prompts further food for thought, then that's fantastic. It's always great to think about things and question our way of believing or our attitude and things like this, so that we can make sure we're always as aligned with our truth and what's right for us in the moments as they unfold. So questioning and thinking about the type of person we are is a very valuable self-analysis, if you like. Well, I find it really important because for me, I'm always striving to be the best person that I can be. And I be my best person in the moments as I'm being them, if you like. And then I'm always trying my best to improve who I am and improve my being. So I don't think that I'm anything special. I'm just being the best version of me now. And tomorrow I will strive to be my best version of myself tomorrow. Send you lots of love, Annette. So let's find the best card for Sunday the 7th of April. So if it's not quite Sunday for you yet, you can think of this as guidance in advance. So let's see. I trust 100% in my cards and my intuition. and I trust the best card will find its way to the top. And this deck obviously needs a big shuffle, because I'm just talking and shuffling. But I've picked a card now, the way I pick my cards, which is right for me. It's an Animal Kingdom Oracle card, and it's the Elephant card 7. It says down here, family commitments. This talks about Sunday being a very important day in the family. So this could be a general catch-up with the family, or there's something very important around the family at the moment. When I drew this card and when I connected with the elephant energy, after I actually drew this illustration, I learned about the elephants, a little bit more about the elephants, that they actually come in and support the family unit or the group, the community, if you like. They come in and support their weakest within the family. So there might be some of us who are maybe the weakest in the family at the moment, maybe going through something, or maybe we need to step up for the weakest. Weakest is in the person that's struggling in our family unit at this time. We may need to rally behind that person and support them and step in and love them and be there for them. So the family unit's very, very important right now. There's also, or for some of us at least, and there's also a strong stability feeling with the elephant. So with the family stuff aside, or maybe connected with that too for some of us, there is a sense of walking on stable, solid ground and really thinking about where we're placing our feet as we journey forward. So thinking about one step at a time, and making that step solid and mean something. I get a bit of a different feeling with, say, a light-footed bird or something that may flit around here and flit around there. There's a strong sense of placing our feet, placing ourselves where we need to be in our life. So this might be to do with decisions that we make, or physical things that we go and do or are involved with. And that this plodding, this really picking and choosing where we put our feet down or what we decide to do is going to be really important. And a lot of us are doing that in different areas of our life, and have been for at least the last few days, maybe longer. But what I find really fascinating is that for me, as I'm putting my feet down into new territory, as I get this feeling of that, I really want to do this, and I make the commitment, I'm getting so many signs and synchronicities from the universe. So a big example of this is that in the band that I'm in, I play the trumpet in a concert band, 2 concert bands for the same band network. And our musical director left at the end of last year, and I absolutely loved him and his way of conducting and inspiring me, and I grew so much musically in that 2.5 year period that he was our musical director, and I loved the music that he chose as well. And then he moved to a different band at the beginning of this year, and so I've been hanging around in this other concert band, and it's just brain numbing for me at the moment. So I reached out to this other director and asked if he had any spots for trumpets in his new band just a few days ago, and he said he'd love to have me there, and yes, they do. And then the next day, just a random decision to go for a drive, because that's what you do when you've got a new car. You can't stop driving in the thing. And on the radio that I was listening to, 2 of the really beautiful songs that I loved playing when he was a director in our band came on. Finlandia and Nimrod from Elgar came on the radio, and I just knew that was just a really strong sign for me that that was the right thing to do. So I think, and get this feeling here from Elephant, that as we get this strong urge, and maybe not even thinking about it really, but it's just something we feel we have to do, as we step down with that decision with a solid foot and a solid decision that we've made with it, we're going to get backed up and confirmation, if you like, or signs from the universe that this was the right thing to do. And it might not mean that we're doing that thing forever. It might mean that we just need to do it for a short amount of time, or this is the right thing, a stepping stone on our journey, and that we can trust that. So there's something very solid, stable, and sure about the sure-footedness about the elephant as he's come up today or she, as the elephant has arrived. So I trust that makes sense for you. Connection with the family at this time being important, and being sure-footed in the steps that we take in our life. If we're not sure about something, if we don't have an urge, or if something doesn't feel quite right, then we can trust that. So there's a feeling of replacing being fleety and flitty with our movements like a bird twinkling on its toes, to being sure-footed like the elephant. That's the sort of feeling that I have, and I trust that I've kind of expressed that in a way that makes sense. Don't worry, I laugh at myself a lot. Okay, the next card I'm looking for is for Monday the 8th of April. So Monday the 8th, I trust again that the best card will find its way to the top based on the way I choose my cards. And this is the best card for the majority of us. So the best card for Monday the 8th is this. It's a Speed of Light Oracle card. And it's this. It's the, I giggle because this card came up in my personal reading this morning. It's the Buffalo Woman card 4. It says down here, talents, gifts, skills, and recognition. And this card, didn't this card come up in the last reading I did? I'm pretty sure it did. So this is Buffalo Woman. She talks about our talents and the special qualities about who we are, and that these are going to be especially important on Monday. So this might be creative things that we do. It might be a certain skill that we've learned or been trained in that is going to be called maybe to the forefront on Monday. And also a sense here of maybe learning a new hobby too for some of us that will teach us a new skill, but also taking these things to the next level. And I guess in relating to what I was talking about before with my band and choosing now to, try out this new band that my previous director is now directing, because they're precious. They're just like doctors or hairdressers to me, these musical directors. By following him and making that decision like the elephant and being sure about what I needed to do and reaching out is actually going to help me increase my skills on a musical level. And that's what I personally see from this card, just to give you a bit of another angle at it. Another angle to look at this from. It's also about recognizing our skills, recognizing our talents, recognizing the things that we're good at, recognizing our strengths, and being careful not to wait for other people to recognize or acknowledge how good we might be at something, but recognizing the level that we've reached now, and that we're not going to reach the pinnacle level. We're always, if we're open to it, potentially growing and developing our skills. There's always things to learn. And I think this is a thing that gripes me about some of the musical directors that I've played with over the years, is that they seem not to be willing to grow. And this is what I love about this director that I'm following, is that he is really practical, but also is open to always improving himself. And I think that's something that's really important for us all to think about. We reach a certain skill level or talent, that's great. How can we take it deeper? How can we learn more about that skill or that talent? How can we take it further? So that's the Buffalo Woman, especially talking about our talents, our skills, learning something new, starting a new hobby if we need something to wake up and be inspired by, but also recognizing our efforts and the skill level that we have reached. The hard work that we've put in to get to this point is worth recognizing. It's worth recognizing and acknowledging that for ourselves, so that we continue to feel motivated to keep digging deeper. If we don't feel recognized, if we don't feel that we've improved, we're not really going to feel like digging deeper. So that's that. Let's now look for the best card for the theme. So the theme card will help us bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture for Sunday and Monday. So what will the bigger picture be? Let's see. Okay, it's an Animal Kingdom Oracle card. It doesn't matter that it's upside down. These are not tarot cards. It's this. Oh, it's a dragon. We've got 5 elemental dragons in the Animal Kingdom Oracle cards. They're my new deck. And this is the water dragon. So the dragons I see as the most powerful cards in the deck. And this specific one talks about the water element. It's card 24. And the keywords down here say diving to new depths. I don't know how many times I said it, but I'm sure I said it several times before this card came out about taking our skills to new depths, and taking our life to new depths, improving ourselves, and growing. I don't know, I have to go and listen to the replay. Anyway, so this is about taking ourselves and our life to new depths, to finding new experiences, improving ourselves at a deeper level, taking our skills to a deeper level, our talents, our life. What if this is about taking our life to a new level? What if everything that's been talked about and everything that's been going on is about taking us to new experiences and new depths in our own life, so that we can learn more and grow more and become more of who we are, so we can improve who we are and continue to do that. So this card's also aligned with the water signs, the water star signs, which is Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. So if you're a Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio, this would probably be an extra special message for you to listen to, which is take your life to a new depth now. To stop scratching the surface like a chicken. I see a chicken pecking around looking for bugs on the surface. I mean, that's all great for a while. But if you're craving life more, if you're craving more meaning and more, a deeper sense of purpose and belonging to your life right now, then it's time to scratch under the surface. Become a rabbit or something that digs into the ground rather than pecking on the surface. So how can you dig deeper now? How can you go down into your life and explore some of those hidden caves and the hidden treasures that exist within you, within us, or within our life? We have to step out of our comfort zone, don't we? We have to take a risk. We have to follow our heart. If we sit in the same situation and go through the same mundane things day in, day out, then we're just scratching the surface. And that might be okay for some. It's not okay for me. It may not be okay for you either. So if you've been craving more meaning, more sense of belonging, more sense of purpose, and you want to get more into your life, you want to get more out of life, this is probably your answer. Take it deeper. So how could you take it deeper? How do I take... one of my big passions in life personally is to explore things deeper. I love depth. I love depth in love. I love depth in relationships. I love depth with my relationship with myself, with my life. I love asking the serious questions. I love confronting myself and questioning myself all the time. I love, and I find it helpful, I guess, when I'm craving and exploring new depths within me, is definitely contemplating a lot, observing things a lot and how things work and how they might relate to me. I also explore a lot of things in my journal. I work a lot with my tools like my cards, and I listen to how I feel. I really feel, actually, one of the keys to depth in life is acknowledging how we feel and listening to how we feel. That there's nothing to be scared about our feelings and our emotions. That, to me, I feel emotions are a part of the key to going down to new depths in our life. So really listening to what we feel and facing it, and let it move to the next emotion. And those emotions take us into deeper experiences and deeper moments if we're open to them. I feel every moment has a depth, but whether we are aware of that or observant of that or willing to see that is whether we go there or not. So if you want more meaning in your life, more purpose, it might be worth asking yourself some serious questions. And as an example, actually, in the front of every time I start a new journal, I have a list of questions that I've accumulated over the years, and I ask myself these every couple of months, and especially when I start a new journal. And they are things like, am I happy in my life now? They're the exact same questions. So things like, am I happy right now? What are my visions? What are my blocks? And how can I move these blocks? How can I support myself better? Am I living my purpose? And I've been through a big intimacy exploration and closeness, not in my close relationships, just in those, but in life. I want to have more intimate moments in my life experience. I want to feel closeness with people, with experiences, with the things that I'm creating, the things that I'm doing. So I've had questions about intimacy. I can't remember the question exactly, but it's a question something like, am I feeling intimacy right now in my life? And if not, how can I bring that to be? So these types of questions, these are like foundational questions for me that I ask myself often. And I don't think about the previous answer that I wrote. I sit in the moment that I'm asking myself these questions, in the rawness and the honesty of how I feel at the time, and I write my answers down. And then I reflect back on my last lot of answers and see how far I've come, or what I've changed, or what might be slipping backwards, what might be growing, what do I need to focus on. So we can take our life to new depths by showing up for ourselves, I think, by asking ourselves these hard, honest, brutal questions, so that we can get to know who we are deeper, what we want, what we don't want. So it's not always about skipping through the flower fields, sprinkling petals of roses everywhere. We have to also work out what we don't like, the type of person we don't want to be, the type of person we don't like to be around, the truths that, or the types of behaviours that we would never want to be or demonstrate because of how we've observed other people to be. And it's not a judgment, it's an observation, observing the type of person we do and the type of person we don't want to be. And I feel like we have the ability, at least for now, at least for now, we have the ability to pick and choose, for the most part, the type of person that we are. So the dragons come forward. This is a potent time now of creating more meaning in our life. Of course, if we're not going to, if we don't know where to start, or we're scared to start, or we're happy just being in our comfortable place, this card won't really mean anything. But for those of us who want more meaning, seriously do, let's start it from now. Let's ask ourselves the hard questions and step out of our comfort zone, follow our heart and see where it goes, and trust in the unknown. So that's the water dragon. Lots of potent energy there potentially for our theme for Sunday and Monday. So thank you so much, and I trust this makes sense and resonates with you. I've used my Animal Kingdom and Speed of Light Oracle cards. These are decks that I've created myself. They haven't been created through a publisher. They've been self-published. And I spend a lot of time getting these accurate and aligned with the truth and their strong message that they bring out. So if you want to learn more about them, either deck or both decks, please have a look on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. So thank you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you want to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website. So we've just opened our Tasmania Healing Retreat tickets to the public, what's left of them. We've got 4 tickets left at this point. 6 have already gone to previous attendees who are coming back. We have people return year after year, and it's their special treat. And a lot of those people, or some of those people, are unemployed or on low income. So, you know, with the 10-month lead up, it's quite affordable for a lot of people. So if you have the time to spend a week with us in February 2020 and you're inspired to come to Tasmania, it may be more possible than you think. So basically, I pick you up from the airport, Hobart Airport, on the days of arrival. Then basic food is provided for. You've got basic accommodation, all the activities and things like that. And then I take you back to the airport. So once you've got your flights and everything organised, you can just leave the rest up to us. So at the very least, you're going to have home cooked meals. You're going to have, you know, basic food that you can enjoy. So it's quite affordable. We keep it reasonably priced, and we limit it to 10 people. So it's an intimate, close, very, very healing experience that I highly recommend. I mean, these are really, really powerful experiences. Corey and I stay there with you, and I've heard a lot of retreat attendees don't, that you have a couple of hours in a day and then they're off doing their thing and you're off doing your thing. No, we do pretty much 24/7 healing time for the whole week. So it's very full and very powerful. So if you're inspired to, now's the time to act, because those 4 tickets I'm sure are going to go pretty quick. So check it out on my website if you're inspired to, for the February 2020 Tasmania Healing Retreat. So have a look if you want to. If you want to learn more about the work that I do at Temple of Balance, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Thank you so much for your support, and thanks for spending your precious time here with me. I really appreciate it, and I always enjoy our connections and time together. It actually helps me further understand myself too, because everything I say and everything I create, I use these tools personally. So I definitely don't like being a hypocrite. So I would never be one intentionally. So thank you so much. Have a fantastic couple of days, and I'll be back to share with you again very, very soon. So thank you, and namaste.